What is a micro habit? You probably have been doing micro habits your whole life and you didn't even realize it. In this video, I'm going to show you what micro habits are and to see how they could absolutely change your life. A micro habit is a small little thing you do consistently that creates big results. So think about a micro habit that you might have right now. So you like to not lose your car keys, and so you probably put them in the same spot every single day. It's a micro habit. It's not a big thing. It doesn't create a huge change in your life, except in the end, it does create a big change in your life. You've saved a huge amount of time and energy and stress knowing where your car keys are every morning. That's a micro habit. You put your toothbrush and your toothpaste near the sink so that you remember to brush your teeth every morning. You probably don't even think about it when you go to do it, yet that's where it is. You see it, you go, oh, I need to brush my teeth. There it is, I'm going to brush my teeth. Those are micro habits. And so think about the things that you want to change. Hopefully you guys have already watched my Why Goal Setting Doesn't Work video. I'm going to link it below so you guys can go check that one out. But it tells you why I don't believe goal setting works. It's outcome planning that works. And I have a whole worksheet. You guys are want to go and look at that. I know, shameless plug. But micro habits work into outcome planning perfectly. So I want you to think about the things that you guys want to change in your life. Maybe there's things that you want to change in your life. You want to be healthier, so you want to drink more water. You want to exercise more regularly. You want to eat more healthy. You want to learn to play the violin. I don't know. Think about the things that you want to have that's a bigger change in your life. Now think about some of the micro habits that would happen to help you get to those goals. So let me tell you some of my micro habits. One of those things is to move my body regularly. And some of that can happen like in an exercise class or after work, I'm going to work out. Those aren't micro habits. Those are big habits. A micro habit would be to help me get to that goal. So maybe I need to move my body regularly throughout the day. I have a job where I'm sitting most of the day in front of a computer screen. That certainly is not helping me to move. A micro habit would be set an alarm to go off every 30 minutes, and it makes me get up from my desk and to move, to walk, go to the bathroom, or instead of sending an email, go to that person and talk to that person. That's a micro habit. But that micro habit combined regularly is huge results. Number 2, not look through my phone as soon as I wake up. Instead, I would really like to spend the time talking to the Lord in prayer. And so a micro habit would be to not have my phone next to my bed as I'm sleeping. I don't use it for an alarm, so I don't need to have it right next to my bed. It could be out of arm's reach. And so when I get up, instead of looking at my phone, I think, okay, I'm going to pray now and just ask the Lord to bless me throughout the day and to have me serve Him throughout the day. It's a micro habit. One of the things I really want to do is to drink more water. I am the worst at this. I'll get to work and I now have done several hours and I haven't had a single drop of water, but I've probably had 2 cups of coffee. So it's not a good thing. So a micro habit would be, before I go to bed at night, is I'm going to put a glass of water on the coffee maker. And so it just reminds me, fill this up with water and drink it, Bobby. Therefore, I have had at least 1 glass of water. While I'm making the coffee and getting it ready, I can drink that water and be ready. Again, I told you guys I want to be moving my body throughout the day. So a micro habit would be every time I go to the bathroom, and let's just face it, I'm 53, I go often. And if I'm going to be increasing my amount of water throughout the day, I'm going to be increasing the amount of time I go into the bathroom, especially at work. I don't know why, but it's there. And I have decided that I want to do 10 lunges or squats or something every time I do. It's easy to do. I'm done going to the bathroom, I'm washing my hands, and I just do 10 squats. Nobody sees me. It takes no more time than a couple seconds, but I've moved my body a little more. It's a micro habit. I've decided I want to pray for people more often, and so I made prayer cards. If you guys watched my video about books that is life-changing for me, you guys know I read a book about prayer. So that one talks about prayer cards. Now I'm going to link that one here so you guys can see it. But that one talks about prayer cards. So I want to be reminded of that. Now my prayer cards I actually put on my phone or my computer. I put it on Trello, a program called Trello. Before I start the car, a micro habit would be to get that in front of me and just read through my list real quick. And then I put it to the side and I can be thinking and praying about what's on that prayer card for that person or situation. That's a micro habit. So think about some of the ones for you guys. I truly believe this could make huge changes in your life. And it's such a small thing, but yet it has huge results. The cool thing about micro habits is that the frequency matters far more with how hard you do them. It's more about the frequency. And if it's a little tiny habit that isn't such a massive thing for you to do, you're more apt to do it. And let's face it, that makes it easier to be consistent. So I'm going to list below some of the micro habits that I'm going to be doing throughout 2020 and, following months. I'll be updating and changing those. Some of those will become a habit that I don't even have to list anymore, because if you do it consistently, you just start doing it, it becomes a habit. And so I might be adding and changing and all that, but it just is something I'm so excited to implement. And when you think about, habits and things that you want to do in your life, a huge habit seems huge and daunting, and you're like, I don't know how I can even do it. But if you do something that just becomes second nature, like the water on the coffee maker, it's not that big a deal. Drink my water, go on, I've already had a cup. Okay, so list some below. If you guys have micro habits that you want to do, make sure it's micro. And I'd be happy to read those. I'm so excited to see what you guys put. I hope that you guys are having a good, happy new year, and I will see you in the next video. God bless.